Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. We're here with your May overview thematic general reading. Let's get right on with it. I was shuffling off camera and let's see what has popped out. The Magician. Potent energies for you, Sag. I was meditating though as I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, and I was getting for you, Sag, this quietness. I'm hearing trembling here, the Tower, okay. But let's get to this in just a bit. I want to mention this first. I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was getting that there is a certain silence, okay, almost quietness, and it's like, okay, hold on, I want to silence everything I'm hearing. I want to mute, and I'm hearing I want to mutate. I'm hearing as well, perhaps to transform the many thoughts, okay. I'm hearing the range of thoughts. I'm hearing what it is that I think, what it is that I see, what it is that I feel, what it is that I experience in a material, physical, tangible way, as well as I'm getting it almost in such a way of, I just want to completely fast, so to speak, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, take it as you will, to hear I'm hearing myself again. And it's a certain sense of reclusion. I'm hearing assets. I'm getting for a number of you. It's almost like, well, I'm backstage. I'm hearing, I am in a process of, I'm hearing transforming, uprooting what the stage even serves as for me. And it's this philosophical sort of energy, Sagittarius, that you take on in a level-headed way, and in such a way that is I'm hearing a matter of practice, and you're taking the time, but I'm not even seeing it as time. I'm just seeing you almost. It's like you're suspended in space. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you flying for a number of you. I'm seeing you flying, but in such a way of being in a completely almost underwater, being completely submerged in the process of awakening to your power, as I'm getting it, your power, your potential, your creative potential. And there is transformation, Sagittarius, and you recognize that, but it's so interesting. I'm getting it as almost as if it's a movie that you are playing, and I'm hearing that you're playing it at your speed. Okay, let us pull the cards for you, dear Sagittarius. Okay. Pulling the Celtic Cross here. Let's see what comes through for you. Lovely. Okay. Sagittarius, 2 of Wands upright in the deep past, 3 of Wands upright in the recent past, the Father of Pentacles in reverse in the current state. And this is the May overview thematic general reading, so it may resonate between the time frame approximately of the 1st to the 31st of the month. So take it as you will, dear Sagittarius. It may resonate, right, a few even months I'm hearing prior. Okay, for a number of you, there may be a focus on, and we are diving into these past energies, so take it as you will. Just begging to mention that coming through. Father of Pentacles in reverse in the current state, the Mother of Swords upright, overlaying the Sun in reverse, and these two want to sit in tandem with one another in your advice position. The 6 of Swords in reverse in your near future, the Ace of Swords upright in your hopes and or fears, the Moon in reverse in your future position. Okay. The moon in reverse is seen in tandem with the Daughter of Wands in reverse, which can be seen in your energetic pathway that leads into this final outcome, so to speak. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse overlaying the World upright, and the 7 of Wands upright. I'm hearing sitting adjusted to the 9 of Pentacles, all happening in your environment. Now, the Chariot is in reverse with the 3 of Swords upright in your energetic pathway that leads you into your current state of the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Now, let me tune in here for you, and Sagittarius, Sagittarius, the Eight of Wands upright in your theme, right over the Daughter of Cups upright, sitting right over Justice in reverse, mirroring the Eight of Wands upright. I'm hearing there is a major change that is underway. I'm hearing that you have been feeling. I'm hearing it's way past due. Okay, I'm hearing the baby is knocking at the door. Okay, wow, what's going on out there? The Ten of Swords upright, sitting at the base of the stack, mirroring the Eight of Wands. Okay, and it's almost like I'm hearing what's been with the dilly-dallying. Okay, I'm hearing changes are changes, and they happen. I'm hearing at the spur of the moment. I'm hearing there is though, and there has been I'm hearing a cohabitation of the space of passion and the passion for change and preparation. That which is held largely in the intellectual rational mind. Perhaps for a number of you, there also may be a legal component here at play. But, dear Sagittarius, there's been a whole lot of preparation here as well, though, in the imaginary spaces. I'm getting it. It's like, okay, well, I'm hearing it's a whole new world. I'm so ready for it. Okay, where's my teacup? I'm gonna jump in. I'm hearing shotgun. I realize though at the same time that I'm hearing the laying and the layers of steps that precede. I'm hearing the momentum of this change, and it's the kind of feeling of Sagittarius that may have been, okay, for quite some time. I want to just get up and go. I'm hearing, I want to get moving. I'm hearing, where's the road? I'm hearing, and where is my carriage? I'm hearing, where's my baby carriage? I'm hearing for a number of you. I want to feel the change as I am making it. I'm hearing as I'm drawing closer to it. There's been a question of perhaps stability, Sagittarius, and I'm back to mention this as well. Major crossover here with Virgo, and I'm hearing Leo as well, strongly. But I just did Virgo's reading. Virgo pulled the Magician. Virgo pulled. It was the Eight of Wands. It was the Moon as well. It was the Daughter of Cups and Justice. Okay, and the Father of Swords and the Lovers as well, which sit with Leo right beneath the Lovers, mirroring the Father of Swords. The slew of cards that Virgo pulled in your theme. So you may want to check out the Virgo video. However, it is that Virgo may align in your personal chart. But Sagittarius, there is here preparation as I'm getting it. I'm seeing it as preparation on a certain level. I'm seeing energetically. I'm hearing also emotionally. I'm getting in terms of our vision. I'm hearing I see it. But how is it that I experience it in a physical, material, perhaps professional, tangible way? And it's like the feeling is, Sag, that I'm hearing it's a matter of merging perhaps your vision, your creative talents, your abilities with your assets in perhaps a material, financial, physical way. What is it that we are, I'm hearing, engaging in creatively, but also I'm hearing financially? And how is it that there is a rhythm that is struck with the dynamism that I seek, with the change that I prepare for? I'm getting on an emotional, energetic level, and the desire for stability and structure that is carried out into the long term. And it's like I'm getting it as, I'm hearing I want to ride in the car. I'm hearing I want to ride in the front seat. I'm hearing I want to feel the thrill. Okay, but I want there to be a certain path that is traveled, and it's like the feeling of I don't want to just loosey-goosey. I'm hearing I don't want to just mess around. Okay, I don't want to just I'm getting it almost as a feeling of like I don't want to just freelance randomly. Okay, sort of feeling. I want to feel that everything that I'm, and this came through for Virgo, this exact message came through for Virgo energetically. There is the desire to feel that every form and shape that our creativity takes on contributes to what feels to be a stable foundation of growth for the long term. Now, there is a question, though, of the context of that work, and what is that working space going to look like, feel like, sound like, taste like? What is, I'm hearing, the stage and the platform to be set as, perhaps contractually for a number of you. If you may be dealing with two other individuals or a single individual, there, or a financiary system, there is perhaps a question of what is going to be laid as the terms, okay? Perhaps, again, monetarily, financially, I'm hearing strategically, there is I'm hearing for a number of you representation that is to be confirmed and that has yet to be confirmed in a certain way, perhaps, or the question of, well, I'm hearing what changes, what, I'm hearing that song, everything changes. Oh, this came through for another reading. I don't recall which sign, but it was a few, I believe it was perhaps a month ago or so. Okay, in the comments, I think that you guys had everything changes. I'm getting that specifically here with the Chariot, and there may be a prelude to matters of movement and change, actual physical location, movement and change, home life, family life as well, being involved. Now, you're being beckoned, Sagittarius, and I want to open the window. It's getting a little stuffy in here. Hopefully we can hear all right, even though the window's open and the sound's kind of trailing in, but let's get right on with it here. Sagittarius, the Mother of Swords is mirroring the Three of Wands upright with the Sun in reverse sitting in tote just beneath her. There is a certain idealism of this new beginning that you are, I'm hearing, sold on, that you are set on. I'm hearing the path has been paved in a certain way by way of your vision of it. You're being beckoned to take an incredibly, I'm hearing quiet approach. I'm hearing quiet-minded approach. Also communicatively, what is it that perhaps also contractually we are confirming? What is the final word, the final say? I'm hearing, how are we signing on that dotted line? I'm hearing lease. I'm hearing lease terms for a number of you. You are being beckoned to be incredibly careful, as I'm getting it, with what you set and lay as the terms to this new beginning, especially for those of you who are laying out a contract. Okay, if it is a partnership, you have the Three of Wands upright, mirroring here this Three of Swords with the Mother of Swords, mirroring the Three of Swords, and I'm hearing, I'm beckoned to mention again this Chariot card. However it is that this energy may resonate for you in particular, there is perhaps a whole lot that changes here by way of how this contract is set. This is a major transformation, Sag. It's so exciting. I'm hearing it's a portal. At the same time, though, and I'm getting that you get this, just as exciting as it is, it at the same time involves a certain sense of strategy and level-headedness that accompanies how you move into this new beginning. And I'm seeing it as almost wanting I'm seeing it as almost wanting to stencil out the Three of Wands, like the portal through which you move into this new beginning, the desire to make it very, 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 very clear also what this opportunity means for you, right? Okay, what is my perspective? What is my vision? And communicating that in a certain way. but in such a way, yet again, that is not, I'm hearing, just communicating how excited you are, right? Oh, I'm so excited. But I'm seeing individuals in a room laying out a contract, and I'm seeing you, Sag, as super excited. I'm seeing you as feeling so much, inevitably, okay, for this new beginning. But I'm hearing what it is that I'm hearing is guiding this project through, I'm hearing, to completion, is the strategic underpinning of it. And what is the character that you uphold in that moment, I'm hearing, of movement and change into this next chapter, into this new beginning. But again, I'm seeing you in a room, Sag, and of course general reading, right? So it may resonate differently for everyone. I'm seeing somebody who is writing the contract, and they're looking at you, okay, and they're sort of gauging where you stand in terms of what you want, what you want to also provide, I'm hearing, as an asset, be it a creative asset, and what it is, I'm hearing, also that you require for perhaps in matters of home life and family life, in the terms, okay. And it's almost like I'm seeing them looking at you, and it's like, okay, is this important to you? Do you want to include this in, and how, what is your quota? What is the threshold? And there's a certain level of gauging here, as I'm getting it, strategically, perhaps in matters of negotiation as well. But I'm seeing you, right? Okay, it's a question of what you set forth as a certain clarity of what feels right to you as you move into this new beginning in a passionate way. But yet again, how you communicate it is, as you recognize it as well, everything. And there is a certain meditation on that, on matters of, what does feel right to me, okay? And it's like, before I sign on the dotted line, I want to understand exactly, on a very personal level, and I want to sort of meditate on what it is that I bring to the table and that I bring to surface, okay, as assets of my own. And I'm seeing this specifically, though, as a negotiation for a number of you, and you may be dealing it again with financial system or an individual with a lot of earth in their chart. Capricorn, I'm hearing money management, I'm hearing management, I'm hearing manager, okay. Six of Swords in reverse in the near future, sitting just next to the Ace of Swords of Array, with the Moon in reverse, mirroring the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me tune in here for you, Sag. I'm hearing bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed here with the World upright. There's something that is just surfacing, and it's like, I'm hearing there's no longer illusion of it in your mind. And it's like, okay, well, if I was questioning it, if I was doubting it, if I was questioning also how it is that how I would capacitate it, perhaps in a material, financial, physical way, I'm hearing I'm ready to put I'm hearing the pen and paper down, because what it is that I am arising to the event of, and I'm hearing as well the challenge of, I'm hearing the interface for my performance, I'm hearing for a number of you, my creative range, I'm hearing as well. I just simply must represent. And there's a certain honesty with that, within your own sort of relationship with whatever it is that you're moving into, with whatever it is that you're creating, okay, where it's like, well, I'm standing in the mirror and I see myself in this way, and I see this potential in me, and I am hearing I want it so much that I see it as not only the stage of my performance, but also the platform off of which I completely transform the way that I uphold a relationship with, I'm hearing my assets for a number of you, and also my passion. I'm hearing my potential. I'm seeing it as 7 of Wands here, specifically being a focus, upright, right here, right now, mirroring the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And there's a certain, I'm hearing gusto. There's a certain desire for action. Also, I'm hearing for self-revelation, for dynamic creative self-expression that is a focus here. Even if, let's say, things haven't quite completely materialized financially, things aren't completely, I'm hearing prepared, completely, I'm getting, I'm hearing also quite yet practical, okay, for whatever the undertaking may be, so to speak, whatever it is that may be considered to be a sort of performance. And it's like, well, the stage is technically still being built. So I'm hearing it's still being built out. But nonetheless, I'm getting it as what I see yet again of myself in this state. I'm hearing of awareness of my potential and also of the period in the process of transformation that I recognize I'm hearing moving through. Everything is set frequentially. Okay, and it's a matter of passion, Sag, and you realize that everything is a matter of perspective as well. Okay, everything is a matter of perspective, and I'm hearing you're shattering the grand illusions. Perhaps with another individual. There may be another individual who is participating in this, and there may be a focus on the scorpionic archetype here, specifically with the moon in reverse. But there is a revitalization, Sag, of, I'm hearing what we consider an asset. And it's almost like the way in the past that I engaged in a certain way creatively. I'm hearing also in matters of self-expression that is, I'm hearing a matter of assertion. I'm hearing in a dynamic way. I recognize is nothing in comparison to what I know. I don't just bring to the table but what I know. I'm hearing what I remember that I embody at that table. Who am I? I'm hearing who am I? Not just what do I do, but who am I? And that being the reflective point of recognition of where it is we're going, what it is we're creating, and why, Sag, and why? Why do I feel what I feel? Why do I feel compelled to act in the way that I do? Why do I feel there could be a focus on acting for a number of you? Why is it that I feel that I am hearing I'm made for this? Even if it completely transforms the paradigm of, I'm hearing, illusion. I'm hearing that happy place. I'm hearing of solitude. I'm hearing I'm ready to challenge my own self-expectation, my own practice, I'm hearing my own practice of wielding this potential that is creative. And I'm seeing it as, well, in a certain way, I have utilized my assets. Okay, I'm hearing I've technically gotten on stage. I'm hearing showed them my good stuff. I'm hearing showed them what I'm made of. Technically, I'm hearing communicated. I'm hearing channeled for a number of you. I'm hearing asserted a certain level of. I'm hearing the ability to also interface and engage in a physical way. I'm hearing that has been a challenge. Okay, there has been a certain form of challenge here to the way that we are in a certain way manifesting, so to speak, in the way that we are expressing ourselves creatively and dynamically. But there is a threshold here, as I'm getting it for you, Sagittarius, that you realize, and that you have realized, you've been aware of, that is determined by a certain level, and I'm hearing a threshold of passion. What is it that I'm feeling in the moments that I'm creating what it is that I'm doing? What is it that I'm feeling in the moments that I am performing whatever it is that I may be carrying forward on stage? I'm hearing, am I completely feeling it? I'm hearing, I'm ready to take it up a notch. I'm hearing levels. I'm seeing you almost like literally rising, Sagittarius. You're literally rising almost out of your seat, right? Levitation, out of your seat to, again, rise to the challenge of feeling that you are completely satisfying your self-expectation of passion, for passion, but also, as I'm getting it, in a material, financial, physical way. It's like, okay, well, there is a physical dimension to it. There is a professional dimension to it. Perhaps a public dimension to it as well, that you recognize plays along with. But I'm hearing, I am the magician. I set the stage. I carry through my own act. I'm hearing, I want to set the tone and the frequency for this change. And it is a change, dear Sagittarius. You have the magician who's looking over at the Eight of Wands in your theme. I am setting the tone for the expectation that I hold, I'm hearing again, upon myself in how I determine and choose. I'm hearing to communicate for a number of you, specifically here with the magician. How is it perhaps that I'm representing myself, okay, and communicating perhaps through a variety of modalities. Doesn't necessarily have to be through communication, can be, right, in a number of ways. Physically, can be energetically, spiritually. Again, it can be taken in a number of ways. Take it as you will, dear Sagittarius. There is a priority, though, that is set on what is uprising as simply just a feeling of desire to redefine the paradigm through which we create what we create, through which we reflect our potential. And what comes along with that, what is reflected by way of that, you recognize is a matter of and a principle of manifestation. Simply, it's I'm setting the frequency, I'm setting the vibration, I'm setting what is considered to be a standard of manifestation for me, also through my thoughts, through my vision, and I recognize that that is what transforms matter. I recognize that that is what transmutes what is created in a physical, material, financial way. Okay, so if you've been grappling with matters that are material, financial, physical, I'm getting that there is not so much a priority and a glorification, so to speak, on an emphasis on what is set as I'm getting the method and the means to, I'm hearing the madness for a number of you, okay, and there could have been a focus absolutely on a question of, well, how am I preparing physically, materially, financially for this? I'm getting that there is a formulation of priorities here, okay, and again, that which is tied to matters of vision is sitting in the driver's seat now. You have the moon in reverse, sitting just beneath the magician. I'm hearing you see everything that you recognize is not a matter of, I'm hearing setting as, I'm hearing a variable of yes and no, setting as a left from a right, I'm hearing a dark from a light, a shadow from, I'm hearing source. It is no longer a polarization of truth for you that sets the stage and the tone for your performance. There is an illumination that is had by way of Sagittarius. What it is that you, yet again, you consider to be a standard of truth for you. I'm not getting truth as I'm hearing, did they say, did I say, did they mean, did I mean, who are they, who am I, who are we in creating what we're creating. I'm getting it as, what is it that just simply is streaming through, I'm hearing as a reflection of, I'm hearing my impending state of transformation. And I'm hearing you're giving yourself your own answers. Sagittarius, you are setting, I'm hearing also the standard for what is to be given importance as, I'm hearing, a source of inspiration for you. And it's like no longer is it, oh, when I feel that I've sort of made my way, I'm hearing through the dark, I'm hearing through this chapter, I'm hearing then I'm going to see clearly. I'm not seeing it in that way, Sag. It's a way of I'm hearing both the question and the answer. I am hearing, I stand in my own way. I'm hearing for a number of you, take it as you will, can be interpreted, perceived in a number of ways. I recognize that it's a matter of I'm hearing transformation of what it is that I recognize as, yet again, I'm hearing an answer. I'm hearing God, I'm hearing from the gods, I'm hearing godlike here with the magician. There being a focus, Sagittarius, on you in a certain way, again, providing a certain air of self-recognition that serves to illuminate, to clarify. I'm hearing purify as well. I'm hearing for a number of you feeling pressure on my left hand, pinky finger, whatever that may mean to a number of you. For those of you who may be familiar with specifically energy points in the body and what they may be related to, feel free to look into that. But nonetheless, purifying, okay, illuminating, shedding light on what has remained, I'm hearing, in a state of stagnancy. in also a state of motion and movement and change and transformation and almost playing in the dark. It's like, okay, well, I feel like I'm in the dark. Well, I'm going to play in the dark. Okay. It's like, why am I playing in the dark? What's dark and what's light? And what is it that I do not accept any longer? I'm hearing no longer as a stage for me. And it's a decision, Sagittarius. It's an absolute decision. It's an absolute, I'm hearing reformation of ideology. And you have here this Ace of Swords that mirrors the Magician, that mirrors the Nine of Pentacles. I'm hearing you're rebounding, and there's no question of it. And it's by way of what you've been experiencing. It's also by way of what you recognize you are setting the first domino into effect with as a form of major change. Okay, and again, it's a decision point, Sag, and you've been waiting for it. There is an uprooting, though, of the ideologies that in a certain way have serviced, I'm hearing, our mission to this point, materially, financially, strategically. I'm hearing as well how it is that we have in a certain way engaged in matters that are material, physical, financial. And there is a clarification, as I'm getting at, Sagittarius, of the role that the physical dimension plays for us, the material dimension plays for us, what security means, what stability means, and how we have in a certain way allowed our perception of this dimension of our work. I'm hearing also of the context and the environment through which we work. I'm hearing through which we perform. I'm hearing for a number of you as well, to either limit or expand the framework of potential for us. And it's like, okay, well, did the concept of money, did the concept of success, and certain financial limitations or expansions of physical, I'm hearing also material financial capabilities, influence my perception of what I considered and deemed to be a certain threshold of change for me? Was it that I felt like I'm hearing I couldn't perform until I felt perhaps I'm hearing that I have strategized, I'm hearing, to a T, that I've also prepared for to a T. I'm hearing perfectly what I considered at a certain point in time to be a form of stability. Okay, did I feel that I'm hearing I was ready for it? I'm hearing materially, financially, physically. Was that the portal for me through to change? And I'm getting that you're asking yourself these questions, Sagittarius. It's a matter of recognizing what holds meaning for you and what is relevant for you within what is now considered a complete restabilization of you, of your self-recognition, of your potential. I'm hearing also of your assets, right? And it's interesting because Sagittarius, right? You have this Magician who mirrors the Nine of Pentacles. And if we look at these two cards, right, it's interesting because the Nine of Pentacles speaks of assets. It speaks of technically a form of stability. It speaks of what, right, is being harnessed, is being created, is also perhaps being curated through time. The Magician also speaks of potential, also speaks of creativity, also speaks and alludes to assets. But those that reside in a state of magnetism, of philosophy. What is the philosophy of creation for me? What is it that I also envision myself creating, being? A potent form of creative reign that supersedes the ideology and the framework of creativity, of, I'm hearing performance as well for a number of you, be it in a physical, material, financial way. Also, I'm hearing in a public way, that at one point made me feel in a certain way, perhaps, that I'm hearing worth it. I'm hearing that I was worth something. I'm hearing for a number of you. However that may resonate with you, it can be taken in a number of ways, interpreted in a number of ways. What set for me the tone and the frequency of creation? And it's the uprising of potential, Sag, that is a matter of self-reflection. How I see myself. It's very simple. How it is that I see myself. And everything that I need, I'm hearing, I don't accept. Everything that I need, I don't bring with me on stage. I'm hearing on set. It doesn't surround me. I'm hearing it's not things. I'm hearing it's also not people. I'm hearing it's not resources. It's not who I'm hearing comes with me on stage. I'm hearing for a number of you. It's what I embody. What I accept. I'm hearing vibrationally, I'm hearing for a number of you. On stage, when I'm performing, that determines, I'm hearing the glory of my performance, that determines whether I'm hearing it feels successful or it doesn't. And it's all a matter of perception. And you get that, Sag. I'm getting it. You completely understand that. And then you're no longer underestimating the role that perception plays in matters of, I'm hearing, orientation, of, I'm hearing your creative abilities, of your creative also outlook, of your self-perception in matters of creation and manifestation. There's a tremendous focus on manifestation here for you, dear Sagittarius. Enjoy these energies of May. Love and light to you all here. We're stepping into the full moon in your sign. Very exciting here. Let's see what comes through as we inch closer towards that period. I'll be posting most likely. We'll see as time and space allow the full moon readings. Okay, so feel free to subscribe if you'd like to get notified of exactly when the reading and those readings will be posted. Otherwise, dear Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all here on this journey forward. Thank you so much for your dear support. I read all your comments and thank you so much for connecting. I highly recommend you check out as well your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those may provide you further insights into your situation. For example, I am a sun sign Pisces, but I have a Sagittarius moon and I've got a lot of Sag in my chart, so I resonate a lot with Sagittarius. So feel free to check out your other placements. If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will calculate it for you. Let's see anything else. For matters of love, partnerships, harmony, beauty, also finances, creative assets, you can feel free to check out your Venus sign. You may find that there is further illumination there within your Venus sign, okay? Again, if you'd like to calculate that, you can do so via the link in the bio description box below. Thank you so much, dear Sagittarius, for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.